Okay, it's rolling. This is speech number 5. The last one. Thanks again for everyone helping out. I appreciate it. So debt can be managed or even prevented with the necessary tools that are provided to us. Having debt is not always a bad thing, but having too much can um, hinder your credit score. You can accumulate debt through credit cards, um, faulty payments, and also loans. It's important to know your financial situation so that you can better plan for your future. Um, I'm going to provide you with the necessary information on how to check your credit score and also how to better teach others of the importance of managing finances. The annual credit report defines a credit score as a complex mathematical model that evaluates many types of information in a credit line. The credit score is used by a lender to help determine whether a person qualifies for a particular credit card, loan, or service. The information provided in a credit card report is important to know because it can serve as a roadmap for where you want to go. The knowledge first starts with your personal income and how you spend it. In the article Fueling the Credit Crisis, who uses consumer credit and what drives debt burden, Schooley and Warren state that a household savings and borrowing decisions are influenced by its preference for future versus present consumption. So how important are these things really? Several people find it difficult to save money because they pay out as much as they earn each paycheck. One solution I found to be effective is to open a second account at a different bank and have your employer direct deposit your check into that bank. Um, I've also found it effective to have that bank ask them not to send you any checks or any credit cards to help motivate you to use them. Um, Before you know it, you will have begun to save and not even miss the money you once thought you needed. Most Americans have the mentality that if they have the funds available, it's okay to spend it. But in reality, you need to plan for your future. In addition to buying luxury items, consumers should not open a credit card, buy a car, buy a house, or take out a loan all at one time. Some of these items are necessary, but maybe not all at the same time. In the article titled The American Way of Debt, Jackson Lears states that one of the most consistent statistical findings of recent years is that about half of all personal bankruptcies have been caused by medical bills. Medical expenses are not always maintainable, but if there are no other unnecessary expenses, then there will be only one extra expense to be concerned with. Barbara Mantell states in the article Consumer Debt um, that Americans overall spent more than they earned in 2005 for the first time since the Great Depression. You would think American consumers would have learned from their ancestors how to live, but most consumers lack the knowledge to better budget. Consumer debt stems from the lack of financial knowledge. In a case study conducted with 27 white middle-aged Americans in 2006, researchers found that financial knowledge was never received. In how American consumers view debt, the findings were interesting. Americans suffer from a lack of financial literacy. Every participant said that they had learned about credit card use and debt primarily through personal experience. Very few had received any training in school or at home, and most participants said they didn't discuss family finances with their children. Half of the participants had debt that they were unable to pay, and one-third of them were dealing with collection agencies. If knowledge had never been attained or if parents hadn't shared with their children, how can the consumer debt be resolved? Even more than basic needs, most teenagers and young adults find themselves wanting to be like celebrities that they are not able, who are not able to afford such items.